I didn't have it on the whole time.
Oh, no. Well, you may want to, when the doctor comes in to do the exam, and you can.
I'm going over it, yep. Thought I had it on, turned around and looked, and didn't have it on. At least you're giving me the estimate. That's
Yes.
the main thing.
Yeah.
We're going to deal with the skin today and the rabies shot today. The others will spread out next couple
Do you
months.
want me to put the others on the estimate?
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
decide, okay.
Yeah, go ahead and put the
Just
stem,
okay.
the 4-in-1, whatever,
Okay.
the lip, what is that? Put that one on there. The one they can track from animal urine.
Yeah, the lepto.
Yes, lepto. Now you see why I'm recording everything.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything. Dog are killing me all. Is that a puppy? Where's the puppy, buddy? Say no wild animals get in my backyard. I won't allow nothing in there. Squirrels, cats, nothing. The other day I came out in the other morning and he had a cat pinned on top of the fence, and the cat couldn't move. And so I'm like, if the cat falls on this side, him and that cat are gonna fight. So I took a broom and knocked it off the other side of the fence, and of course he hit the ground running. Gosh, he went nuts.
So, let's see here. He weighed 36.9 pounds. Okay.
Is that all? I thought that was
What they put, 36.9.
metric. That's what I read. I thought he feels heavier than that.
We can reweigh him.
No, that's probably right. I'm glad he only weighs 35 pounds. We've put him on a little diet, kind of a small diet.
Yeah.
One cup a day, which it's so hot he barely eats that.
Okay. So, let's see. If we were to do the exam, the lepto vaccine now, the lepto and the distemper, we're going to have to booster in 3 weeks. Okay, so this is going to be one of two. The rabies, we do not have to booster. But we did the exam, the lepto, the distemper, the rabies, intestinal parasite exam, which we do once a year to check for parasites, the heartworm test, trifexis. I just put one dose on here. It's about $25 per pill for trifexis. Granted, now it is flea and heartworm prevention every month. I can sell you a 6-month supply if you want to on that after we do the heartworm test, or a year supply. But I just added one tablet because we can also sell it month to month, for now. So we can go from there. Skin cytology to check to see if we've got bacteria. And this is not including any medications that she might prescribe, for allergies or anything of that nature. That would be in addition. But if we do everything that we talked about, we're looking at $236.30. Okay, not including addressing the allergies.
Yeah, let's just like I say, we'll do the rabies and worry about the skin, and hopefully, if he has medication, he has medication.
Yeah. Okay. So rabies and skin today, and then you can always come back for the others.
We're right down the road. We're really close, and
okay, perfect.
And we
All right,
will
Sugar,
refer. Do you all help the people that referred me? Do y'all have a referral? In other words, if I tell you who referred, will you help them out?
Absolutely. Who referred you? They get a $20 credit.
Cindy, 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 Daryl, Cindy and Daryl. They got two little black. One is oh my gosh. They were just in here. They got skin warts.
Really?
The female has skin warts. What is that dog's name?
Let me see.
Or Cindy. Oh my gosh. I'll figure it out.
Let's see if I can get a temperature. I don't think we took your temperature, did we? we stopped to go for a temperature, but then we got to talking about
Stand
something
up.
else. All right, let me get a
Stand
quick
up.
temperature on you, sweetheart. I'm gonna just face you.
Come here. Come here, buddy. Hey.
Oh, here. I'm sorry. It's okay.
Hey, look, it's okay. It's okay.
All right. It's all right.
My good boy. She's just so taking very inside.
It's okay, honey. You're doing good. You're doing good. Yes, you are.
Good boy.
You're doing good. You're all right. All right, perfect. Look, it's normal. Good. I would give you a treat. I don't know. Can you have a treat?
I don't mean to, because
Don't aggravate the situation.
yeah, I hope. We haven't been giving him anything extra.
Okay, perfect. We'll be right in, okay?
Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Take your foot from
Good Lord, y'all. That ain't that bad. $230 for all that stuff. Then if they medication could be $300. Come here.
He's not good. He's not good. You want. He's such a good boy. Hush. Yeah.
He gets them all started. Can't believe I wasn't recording all that. That's all right. Doctor will talk about it. You know, he doesn't know what to think about this, do you, Rig? Shh, come here, now.
Oh my. That's a barking fool right there. That dog's crazy. That dog's crazy, Wrigley.
No.
Really good. Really good.
Look at me, you all.
Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. So I'm just so excited. I just don't know. You see that puppy up there? Uh-huh. No. No. Come here. Wrigley. Buddy. There. Now, sit. You want me to rub him? Hi, buddy. Oh, my boy. Oh, my pretty boy. You know. Pretty purple. You're so pretty. Shh. Hush. Tell him, come on. Come on. I got things to do. Come on, I got cats to chase and food to eat. Oh, my boy. Ooh, that dog's trying to mean. Ooh, he sounds like a shepherd German. Shepherd German. Oh, she's not pretty, is you, baby? He's so pretty. He's such a pretty boy. He's such a pretty boy.
I'm Dr. Mills. It's nice to meet you. Hi, Wrigley. We aren't going to forget about you. We're not going to forget about you, sweet baby. No, we're not. We're not going to forget about you. Are you the friendliest dog ever?
Yeah.
Huh? Are you the friendliest dog? Oh, goodness. I know. All those dogs are making so much noise.
You think he was a husky the way he talks.
He is adorable. You're adorable. So I can see the red areas on his face. Is that the primary spot where he's itchy, or?
Yeah, and he is pink all over, and you know you just barely touch him, and he starts
He starts scratching.
Yeah.
They saw a couple fleas on him. He's not on flea prevention. We did talk about trifexis.
Oh, you're such a cute baby.
I don't think in West Virginia you didn't use flea prevention.
No, and he was out. You know, he
regularly.
wasn't outside all the time, but
Okay.
Did you get a haircut too? Your hair
yes,
feels like
we do that ourselves. We do that ourselves, and because he's outside all the time,
Yeah.
he went from inside to outside.
Do you like it out there, mister?
He does.
You got a lot of hunting to do in your yard?
Yes, he chases the squirrels and the cats out of the yard. He does lick his feet,
Okay.
chews his feet some. My son cleans his ears extensively. I didn't tell you this, but his ears get pretty dirty pretty often, and my son cleans the dirt out of his ears. Now, it doesn't look like mites to me, you know what I mean? It just looks like it's dirt. And he does lay out in the dirt. He does lay out in the dirt and roll around a little bit.
Does he scratch at his ears or shake his head?
Yes. And you can tell when his ears are bad because that's what he does.
Right there, you've got a little bit of crust on your skin right there. So you're not terrible though. Oh, you're such a cutie. I know. We just have to.
Doctor knows I'm recording all this, so I don't forget. And it's my daughter's dog.
Well, so far he looks pretty good. There's a little bit of crust down by the base of his tail. And then obviously this redness here. His feet actually look pretty good. They're a little bit pink underneath, but no real hair loss or moisture, no staining on his feet, which a lot of times happens with their chronic licking. They'll get stained. You're a good boy. We're going to look in those ears. You're just so cute. His ears look great.
It's because
No, yeah.
Zach cleaned them,
Yeah.
and normally it's the dirt. He lays in the cool spot in the dirt, and Zach will clean him out. But you can tell because he'll shake his head, and he'll hold his ears real weird, you know. And he'll lay down for Zach, and Zach will clean him out really good, or Kenna will.
Well, there's definitely there's no swelling or redness. So a lot of times they'll get an infection and we may clean, so there's not a lot of debris in there, but there's still swelling and redness in the ear, and he does not have that either. So he's doing pretty good there. So I think his primary issue right now is just the itchiness, which with allergic skin issues can be from things in the environment, can be from food allergy, though that's a smaller percentage of allergic dogs. But other than this one little spot I saw back here with a little, there's like just a tiny little crust right here next to his tail.
Yeah.
There's very, very minimal crusty areas, like infected areas. So I think if we can get his itching under control, he won't be creating any new kind of red spots that are going to require anything for infection. And there's a few different things that we can use for itching. It's my understanding, I don't think he's really been treated for any major skin issues or anything like that.
He's never seen a vet.
Yeah.
Never had any problems.
Okay, very good. With that in mind, I think we can take kind of a simple, very inexpensive approach to treating the itch, which is to do a very short course of steroids orally. So they take it by mouth, but it will help with the itching. I think it'd be worthwhile, maybe a real short course of antibiotic just to make sure those little scaly spots go away. But I think he'll do great with that.
Okay.
And then just kind of watching to see how he does. If he starts having kind of repeat occurrences of skin issues, then we may recommend some different types of therapy that we could use more long-term with the itchiness. Because typically the itching is what's creating the secondary infection.
No.
You're so silly.
No.
And then with his weight, I know what they wrote down is not his weight. Was he 50 something, or we're going to weigh him
Said
again?
36 something.
Yeah,
but I
that's
thought that
definitely
was
no. He's got to be.
He questioned that too.
He's got to be close
Kilograms.
to probably
So-
60 pounds, I would say.
That's what I was thinking.
60, somewhere in that range.
I'll
Because you're about the
reweigh him,
size of my
just to
dog.
make sure.
You're just a little bit bigger than
Dr.
my dog.
Mills, should we give the rabies today or hold off?
No,
on
we
that?
can. We can update his rabies today,
Yeah.
and then basically with the medicines, we're just going to do an oral antibiotic and then an oral steroid. The antibiotic, mainly we're just watching for any upset stomach, so giving it with food will definitely help reduce that risk.
All right.
And then with the prednisone, we do it on a decreasing schedule. It'll all be outlined on the label, but we usually start with twice a day for a few days, and then we taper it down. But with steroids, they do drink a little bit more, have to go out to pee more frequently, just while they're on that medication.
He's got a dog door and he can
Good.
pee all he wants.
Okay, that's
I'll even
perfect.
leave it open at night for him.
Well, let's weigh you so we can get you to dose properly with your medication.
Will
Let
you
me
go
see
get
what's-
weighed again?
Okay. We'll just let this kitty go in the room so we don't upset him. We'll get some appropriate medication. for it.
68.
Yeah.
68, yeah.
I figured,
that's
I'm like, he's
better.
gotta be more than 60.
Yeah,
Oh goodness, you're so silly. You're so silly. And with this rabies vaccine, it is under the skin. It's not in the muscle. And so usually with the rabies, they aren't painful. They may be a little quiet, which is normal. But just watching for any signs of vomiting, diarrhea, or facial swelling in the next 24 hours. If you see anything like that, that would be a potential reaction. We would definitely want to hear from you. Not expecting that at all. All right, little buddy, we're going to do one little poke. Come here, mister. And we're just going to go over his right shoulder here. And then any pet that I have that does have allergies, we definitely recommend that they're on some type of flea product, just to make sure we don't get fleas. Because they can have a flea allergy as well. But anytime they have other allergies, Just, they may not really have a major flea allergy, but if they have a minor one and they're already a little bit itchy, then that's just gonna kind of snowball everything.
Okay.
So just making sure he gets treated for fleas as well. And then certainly with, once we get his skin taken care of, we do recommend that all temps in Florida are on heartworm preventative once a month if he's not already on that. Basically, we do a small blood test to make sure they don't have heartworm infection right now, but then they get a monthly oral medication that basically prevents them from getting heartworm, but it also treats them monthly for any intestinal parasites that they might be contacting out in the yard.
Okay.
So we'll give you some information on that too. All right, mister. We'll get you some medicine. You're such a good boy. Are you allowed to have a cookie?
As long as you say it's okay.
Say, would you like a
Now,
little
do you
mouthful?
suggest switch food? Do you suggest
I
switching
don't- I
from
mean, I
steak
don't have
to a
any-
fish formula?
I don't really have any reason to say that he has a food allergy right now. If we suspected food allergy, we would generally put them on a prescription limited ingredient diet. But there are some fish-based diets out there, like Purina, ProPlan has a salmon-based diet that's for sensitive skin.
We've been feeding
And that-
Blue Buffalo or whatever
Yeah.
it is, Blue Mountain or
Yeah,
whatever.
and they,
Now
you
it's
know,
really
generally
good
do
food,
okay.
but,
Food allergy is a pretty small percentage of dogs who have allergies. It's not that common. Here, I have your cookie.
no, here, you got here. Where's
Oh, we'll
give
get
me
another
another
one.
piece. You
Okay.
gotta see this. You tell me if you've
Are
ever
you
seen
gonna
a
do a
dog
trick?
if you've ever seen a dog whisper before. Hey, Wrigley, sit. Sit.
He
No,
thinks
no,
it's
no,
all
no,
about
no, no.
cookies
We're gonna
now.
do this one. Speak. Come on, speak. Okay, now whisper. Whisper. Come on, whisper. Good boy.
That's a good dog. Oh, you're so sweet.
Don't man. My daughter figured it out. I said, I've trained many dogs, honey. I've never seen one do what you're doing. And every time he would bark,
Yeah.
she would grab his snout and say, shh, whisper. And finally he started,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
hey, clean it up. Sorry he ate 1.5 yards.
Oh, no,
that's
he's fine.
okay,
I just,
yeah.
was it, that little half piece was there. He could have as many as
He hasn't had any treats for a couple of weeks now. And we were giving him a really expensive treat too, trying to.
Yeah, I'm thinking that was aggravating his
Well,
skin.
we'll get him feeling better. We'll be
All
right
right,
back.
I'm gonna bring your medications and everything.
Thank
and
you.
We'll get you checked out,
Thank
okay?
My good boy. He's a good boy. He's my boy. Come here. They gave you a treat for doing a trick. They gave you a treat for doing a trick. You whispered for him, buddy. That was good. Well, y'all, that's it. Better leave it on to hear the doctor's instructions. Ready to go bye-bye? Now, don't scratch your face like that, buddy. Don't scratch your face. Hopefully we get it fixed. Then, parking on 50 now. You can tell a turtle's gender by the noise it makes. Males grunt, females hiss. Hello, Wrigley. You got him a rabies shot. You're not going out that door. Nope. £68. You big fat ass. He's
gotta pee something bad. Alright, y'all, I gotta shut down and pee.